All right, everybody. This is Picks of the Week number 22. I don't count anymore. But yet again, we are doing one of those weird things where our pick of the week will be a video game because we like video games. And guess what? That is our pick of the week. And guess what? You know what? It is semi-related to wrestling. You know how? Do you know how, Joe?
Because Bane's moveset.
Oh, Bane's moveset is like if they watched wrestling and then said, "Oh, that's a DDT. We got to put that." And Bane does the DDT. Oh, a power bomb. Bane's gonna do a power bomb. So Bane kind of has like a luchador mask too. So look at the connection. Wrestling and Injustice 2. It means it's totally in the same realm, and we could definitely choose it for Picks of the Week, right, Joe?
I don't see a problem with it.
I'm kidding. Yeah.
Hey,
I mean, we reviewed Mario Kart 8 and Mass Effect Andromeda, so I'm just kidding around as far as the connections go.
Right. Yeah. So, this game, man, this game is wow.
Very, awesome. Very good. Very good game.
You know, a little backstory for me. Mortal Kombat X is XL. In my opinion, is really good. It's a very solid game. And, when Mortal Kombat X came out, I still liked it, but I didn't think it was like anything. I didn't think it was as good as 9 by any means, or something like that. But, with the DLC and XL and all that, I really changed my tune about it, and it really became a game that I wanted to play more of, and I did, and I love that game to death. And then, Injustice 2 gets announced. I'm like, all right, it's probably going to be the same thing. I'm probably going to wait a year. And then I'll buy it. And, I'll do all that stuff. And then it'll be the game that I want it to be. But just like hearing people talk about it and how good it was, I'm like, I was a little shocked.
You got it.
And then I got it for myself.
Day 3 or 4.
Yeah.
You got it very early on.
Yeah, but I still read reviews and people who agreed, who had that same mindset about Mortal Kombat X that I did. I heard them talking about it, and they said it was amazing. So I was like, okay, well maybe this game's different. So I got it, and wow, if this is the base game, I cannot wait to see what that extra content is. Season Pass is tempting for me. Not gonna lie. Red Hood comes out next week. I'll probably pick it up by then. So I'm just loving this game so far, and I'm not slowing down anytime soon.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that.
My intro is I've played every NetherRealm game since MK9. If my opinion, that's where NetherRealm and as far as Mortal Kombat and the entire Ed Boon, his games, MK9's reboot in my opinion. That's where it started again. And ever since then, that's the modern. That's the modern Mortal Kombat era. And it
really fell off.
I've played all of them since then. I've done all the stories. I actually had no interest in Injustice 2. It wasn't on my radar of games of 2017. I played the original Injustice. I liked it. Did the story. I had it on Wii U, so there wasn't a great community on there. It wasn't a community at all. Fun fact: me and my friend. He was on the podcast a few weeks ago, PJ. We wanted to play each other in Injustice 1 on Wii U, and there's no friend system. That's awesome. So we just found each other randomly online every single time we wanted to fight because that was the only way we could fight because there was no friend system, but there was nobody playing the game. So
that's hilarious.
Fun little snippet there. But Injustice 2 wasn't on my radar. I saw the advertising for it. I saw everything. I saw every battle defines you. I thought that was the subtitle for the game. It was Injustice 2, every battle defines you. I saw it all the time. It was always with the marketing with the game. I didn't care. You got the game, and I was like, oh, cool, Injustice 2. I don't know why I didn't care. Mortal Kombat X I played, and I beat the story mode of it. I played it a little bit. Didn't care for it much and traded in. I'll be honest, I didn't get XL. Maybe would have been a little bit more interested because of Xenomorph and Jason and everything. But
the story mode in that is easily the worst part of the game. If you, just the combat and all that, it's really deep, and the gameplay feels really nice, and everyone's moveset is completely unique. I love it.
If I find Mortal Kombat XL for real cheap, I'll get it and play with you. Otherwise, I got Injustice 2 to play. But whenever I played it with you and PJ from a few weeks ago, whenever you got the game, it was we just opened the game, put it in, and we were playing it. We were just doing 1v1s. That's the only thing you can do. But trying all the characters, having a good time, and I really fell in love with the game like instantly. I was like, I want this game. I need this game. I had to wait until after we went on vacation, but long story short, I have the game, beat the story, and I'm really liking it. I actually haven't gone into the multiverse very much. I played a lot of online, played a lot with you, played a lot with PJ, fan of this show, and I enjoy it a lot. It was easy to pick up and play. I'm still getting used to controls because I want to use the stick, but I don't want to use the stick. I want to use the D-pad because it's more precise, but the stick is so much more comfortable. So I really am in a transition period right now, but the game plays great. The story wasn't amazing, but there's so much to do. If you get bored of single player, you can play online and do King of the Hill with your friends or King of the Hill with anybody and go to servers and like wait it out and try to get better. You do ranked match. And then you get bored of that, you can go to single player, you can do the story. Once you finish the story, you still have so much to do in the multiverse, and all of the planets in the multiverse have different modifiers and different things to keep it interesting. And in my opinion, what keeps the game, you coming back to it is something you could probably guess. What is that?
The customization.
Yeah, it's the customization.
That's
like
right.
the gear and everything you can do to make your character something else and improve on them. I really enjoy. I'm not a big fan of maybe the leveling up your character. I understand it for multiverse because you're facing people with higher levels. But online, it's a little bit of a hassle because you need to press square and then turn on competitive mode all the time. It's a little bit annoying. I wish it was just a defaulted kind of thing, but it's not. And
even then, the stats were a little messed up.
Yeah, even then when it's on, it doesn't feel quite right. I just wish for online it would default to base, where everything's based and everything's fair, but it doesn't, which I find very odd. But
see, yeah, that's the thing. Like with competitive mode, and I forget what it's called, but it's the one that makes your levels match. It doesn't like do the whole. Oh, it's going to match base stats. It basically just auto levels whatever character you're using to level 20. So if you're facing a level 20, Flash with all this gear and you're a level 1 Batman, you're going to still get crushed because his gear and all that has insane stats on it. And it sucks. But, even then, I still like the stats a lot for multiverse because you can make. Like I made a Scarecrow with super high attack. Like he could just wail on people in the do his like air X move, which covers a lot of range, and it's just fun to mess around with, and you don't feel like you're being a jerk because you're fighting computers and not actual people.
Yeah, whenever I see that, in the multiverse it feels right because you're facing people who are higher level than you multiverse, so it's like. Level up, and then you can do the multiverse and then get a big reward out of it, and then hey, guess what, you'll get gear. I care most about the gear because aesthetics, that keeps things interesting. It doesn't affect some of it will affect the gameplay, but I care more from an aesthetic standpoint because I'm like, all right, Robin looks a little bit stupid to start with, I want to make him look cooler, and you can do that. Green Lantern, I like Jon Stewart better, so you can work with Green Lantern and get Jon Stewart because Hal Jordan sucks.
I got a bird mask for my Green Lantern. He looks ridiculous, but it has really high stats.
Oh, that's good. I just look at the net gains between the stats, and I'm like, oh, will that give me more of a net gain than this one does? And I always do that. I don't even look. Like I just see it more of a net gain. But I wish, as far as online went, it was just more clear as to what was going on as far as the stats and the gear went. But other than that, I think gear is what's keeping me coming back because. It's like, oh, I want this person to look like this. I want to do this. It's very customizable. There's a lot of different people. There's so many different characters. You'll constantly get a notification on the menu that like kind of tempts you and makes you go over to the Brother Eye or whatever, open more boxes, and then go to all your characters, customize them. It keeps you going back to it more than, other fighting games where, what brings you back is the fighting. And the fighting's still really good in this game. I feel like I know what I'm doing. I have tactics. I have things I try to keep coming back to. I feel like I definitely am getting better. I go to practice mode. I try combos, and I do the thing where I tag the combos on the screen so you can see them while you're playing. I do that
really nifty.
So I can learn the combos. All fighting games have that, but I feel like I'm getting better, and I want to get better as more characters, which I'm glad, because if I only cared about one character, his name would be Green Arrow, and I'd feel like an asshole because Green Arrow, I don't know, he feels kind of cheap to me. But otherwise, I'm really enjoying the game. There is some stuff where it's a little bit like weird. Mostly when you go to the noobs room in King of the Hill, and the person has who's the king has a 10 game winning streak, because guess what? He's not a noob. He's really good as Batman. He combos you, and you're already a bar down, and you haven't even landed a punch. But whatever.
Yeah. That I think actually Injustice 1 was the first game I remember doing like the tag the moves on the screen thing. I wish a lot of more fighting games did that, but
the what?
Yeah, it's the like
the
moves,
tagging.
so they show up on the screen.
I know it sounds weird. A game called Guilty Gear XX Accent Core Plus on Wii did that. Sorry,
Wow.
long
That's
name.
really nice,
Guilty
though.
Gear is really good. There's a new one for PS4. I want to play that.
Yeah, Capcom doesn't do that with theirs, so
Yeah, it's really
What are
good
you gonna
because
do, though?
otherwise you don't have to keep checking it. I'm trying to learn Robin, and now I have memorized his combos, and now I can do them whenever I want to, and that's what you should be able to do. It's good. It's a good thing. Wouldn't even necessarily call this a review. This is just us talking about it. So
we're talking about every part of the game.
Yeah, is there anything else you want to talk
Parts
about?
Just that it's I'm having a lot of fun.
All
with it.
right,
And
let's talk about the DLC actually.
Oh well, I'll have one more thing. I was gonna say is this could be this has the potential to be my favorite NetherRealms game so far.
Yeah, I was not even saying the potential. Like, of the ones I've played, this is already like bona fide. Like, no way, this is the best one in my opinion.
I don't think it's better than X yet, but with the DLC, I think it very well could be.
I was never that into X,
yeah.
but I didn't have XL. But whenever I look at games like that, I'll be honest, I look at the base games because
Okay, fine.
We played different Mortal Kombat X's.
Okay, well, no. I played Mortal Kombat X without the XL like for like 30 hours. I still loved it.
Oh, okay, yeah. See,
I'm just saying it turned into like one of my favorite games of all time after it hit XL.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Whoa.
Like I love that game is so solid. Like I really can't find one flaw with it besides the story.
Yeah, see, I never got that into it. I don't know. I just didn't play it as much as I guess I should have. But I also didn't. Whenever I got it, I had so many other games to play, so it might have been that. I also wasn't trying to get into a fighting game at that time. But right now, I have a lot of time. It's summer, and I'm like, you know what? Let's go deep into Injustice 2, and I feel like I'm gonna do that this summer. Like I'll still be playing this game in a week. I'll still be playing this game in a few weeks. I'll be honest. I'm on a DC kick right now. I've been watching the Justice League animated series. Just watched Wonder Woman. I got the Dark Knight Returns graphic novel. And I've just been doing a lot of DC stuff lately. So this game, as long as I'm still interested in DC as much as I am, which could last a while because I'll be watching Justice League. I'll be watching Justice League Unlimited. I'll be watching Batman the Animated Series. I'm going to be like, hey, you know what? I've been watching stuff with all these characters. I'm going to play a game with all these characters. The only flaw, I think, some of the presentation of the characters is a little, oh man, some of the visuals are a little bit ugly, but not terrible. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the art style. But that doesn't matter because the game plays really well. And some of the characters, I like how they look. Like, so it doesn't matter. But, there's some characters and some things I look at, and I'm like, I just don't love the look of this game. But, it's not a big deal.
The art style is definitely that of like, it's not unique, really. It's just, 3D models. That's pretty much it.
I've been watching like DC animated universe stuff, and I'm like,
right.
I like how these characters look better animated than I do like hyper realistic. Like they almost look too good that it looks ridiculous. Like you can look at Batman and animated and be like, cool, he looks good. But you look Batman like in this hyper realistic like video game, and it kind of looks ridiculous. I don't know. You know what I'm saying though?
I think I do.
I don't think it takes away from the game at all. It's just a little gripe I have. I think the visuals are good, but I'm not a fan of the art style.
Mm-hmm. I could see that. I don't really care.
Also, my only other problem is I need to get into more characters because there are characters I've played as, and I just totally don't like them. I don't know if that means I need to learn them more or I just won't ever touch them. So let's figure that out. I actually really like Catwoman. She's going to be like one of my top 5s.
No, I hate Cat. I'm awful with. I've always been awful with her. So.
I hate Wonder Woman. She's probably my least favorite.
Yeah, Wonder Woman is.
By the way, everybody, the Wonder Woman movie was very good. Just in case anybody needed to know.
I'll take what he said. But yeah, game's really good.
How about that DLC?
DLC. Red Hood comes out next week, and
just Red Hood.
Just Red Hood, and then the other ones will follow.
Week after week.
I don't know about week after week, maybe like 2 weeks.
So the pack didn't show up for me, like the pack to buy everybody. Where do you see that at?
The pack, like which one? If you just
you showed me a $40 pack that you can buy.
Yeah, you go to the main menu and then you go to extras and then
yeah, I didn't go to that.
Yeah, it'll show up there.
Yeah, I won't have any interest just by how the rules of I work with DLC. Like I won't have any interest into it until I know what I'm getting. I know you said it was 9 characters, right?
Yeah. If you log, well, I know it happened to me. Whenever I logged onto my game, there was Red Hood with the option to purchase them, and there was a bunch of silhouettes. This happened to a couple other people too.
Yeah. Jeremy Johns talked about it in his video.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like a glitch, but we could see the silhouettes, and there's a lot of obvious ones. So just from what I've seen there, I'm like, all right, I could get into this DLC.
Yeah. I'm really hoping that collared one is Martian Manhunter, but people are saying it might be Constantine. So it's either of those two. If Martian Manhunter is my favorite, so I really want Martian Manhunter. You better not say Constantine to me.
I'd rather have Green Martian Manhunter than Constantine. Yeah, okay, but I'm excited about Adam and Black Manta or whatever.
Yeah, that Black Manta, like he looks ridiculous, but Raiden is apparently one of them. I think having 2 Mortal Kombat characters is a little bit too much. You don't need more than one.
I definitely agree with that. Yeah.
And
Sub-Zero or Raiden, just pick one and just go with that. Like I like how they do add those characters. I really like how they do that because it's like, oh, that's cool. You can have a Mortal Kombat game and a DC game, or a Mortal Kombat character, but let's keep it there. We get it.
Yeah, get it because it's one of those things where this is taking a slot from some other DC hero you could have put in. So I swear to God, if Martian Manhunter isn't one of these guys, and it's Raiden gets in, but not Martian Manhunter, I'm gonna cry.
I don't even know why I would put Raiden in over some other Mortal Kombat characters, to be honest with you.
Oh, I would love if they put Johnny Cage. I love Johnny Cage.
Yeah, I'd rather have Johnny Cage than
Sub-Zero for me, personally. I know once Sub-Zero gets in the game, if he plays just like in Mortal Kombat X, you'll destroy me as him every time.
I don't think he will, because this game plays differently than Mortal Kombat X. It's a lot slower.
That's true.
It's more about thought. I don't know. I'm still not good at blocking, so we'll see.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna touch the DLC pack because 9 characters. I don't know who they are yet. Maybe if I see who all they are and I like all of them, but there's 26 or 28 characters in the game, like built in. Actually, technically not built in if you count Brainiac. There's like 28 characters or however many. I think it's that many. And I only like 6 of them. So I really don't want to spend $40 in a pack when I might only like 2 or 3 of the characters. So I don't know what I'm going to do. Red Hood sounds interesting, so I might buy him. But I think I'll do it by an individual basis. If you do $6 for each person times 9, that's $54 versus the $40 in the pack. So you're saving $14 by doing the pack. But I still don't think I'll like all the characters. So I think I'll just do it on an individual basis. We'll have to see. I don't know. I'm glad they're adding characters though, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I used to be. I am like that with DLC, but I really like for a game I really love. I mean, yeah, I'm probably gonna go for it. It's.
Yeah, my only thing is I feel really uncomfortable spending 2/3 the price of the game on just characters when you spent $20 more on 28 characters instead of 9, and also all the game modes, the online, everything. The entire pack was $60, but now you're spending $40 on just 9 characters, and I'm like, that is kind of shady. I would have 25 would have been a good price.
DLC characters to a fighting game have never been that cheap.
I know, but I'll never spend $40 for a pack like that personally. Even Smash Bros, it was like $6 a character. I don't budge on that stuff. I only bought one DLC character in Smash because I was like, no, I can't do that. Because I always think about the percentage of the price to how much you spent on the game.
I've spent $60 on much worse games than like one character. So
yeah,
I'm fine.
I'm not against what you get in the pack. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that I'm against myself getting it because it's just too much money.
Yeah, I get you. All right. Well, that was Injustice 2.
Actually, no. If you buy that pack, I will leave the podcast,
dude. All right, I'm buying it right now.
Oh, I'm not. Yes, I finally get to leave this fucking podcast. All right, that'll be the end of the episode.
That's some Injustice 2. Final score is a 20 out of 10.
Oh, we're reviewing it.
I don't know. I said a final score.
Oh, I would have an 8.5.
I'm gonna go 9.2.
Oh dang, you're doing the IGN where you do by 0.2.
Yeah, well, IGN would be an 8.8 because they didn't give me any money.
By the way, the story, don't expect much from the story. It's fun to play.
No,
story is not very good. It's
pretty underwhelming.
I watched an episode of Justice League. It's season 2, episode 1 and 2, called Twilight, and it is not the same exact story at all, but it has Darkseid and Brainiac at the same time as villains, with Superman kind of going rogue a little bit at the end. But it is only 40 minutes long, and it feels just as intense and epic. And I don't know. I just felt like if an animated show could do it better than this 4 to 6 hour long game, it was like, come on.
That's true.
But I also wish you could have played more as the villains, because you really don't. You only play as the heroes. So it would have been interesting if there was a hero story and a villain story.
Like Sonic Adventure.
Yeah. Hey, I told you that.
Yeah, well, I told you that, and then you compared it to Sonic Adventure. So
yeah. That would have been good. Hey, we're borrowing, man. We're borrowing both sides. But either way,
good idea.
I still enjoyed playing through the story. There's not a ton of replay value other than playing as a different character for certain fights. That's literally the only replay value, which is sad.
Yeah.
But it's still enjoyable. And you know what? Good game. Definitely very, very good game. I think by the end of the year, it'll probably be in my top 5 or top 10.
All right.
What about you?
Well, it is. I'm enjoying it a lot so far. I've enjoyed it more than any other game that's come out this year, I think.
Yeah.
What else has come out this year?
Oh, Breath of the Wild.
I haven't finished that.
I hate you. That's my favorite game.
Well,
you burned my dog.
I haven't played it yet.
You burned my dogs. You burned my dog.
It's not my fault Injustice 2 came out.
Yeah, I had a feeling whenever you bought Injustice 2, I was like, he's never going to play Breath of the Wild. That's something I said in my head, but I was like, I won't say it.
I mean, I will.
You got it like 2 weeks before that.
I will whenever this game I start not playing it as much.
Hey, well, I can still beat you, and you still beat me, so it's okay. All I'm saying is I've practiced Robin. My Robin will get you later. I've been playing him. He's going to get you.
All right.
He's going to get you. After the podcast, we're playing this game. I'm going to beat you.
He's going to get got.
I won't guarantee I'll beat you as Robin, but I'll beat you.
All right. We'll see.
Anyone needs tips, play Green Arrow and then just throw arrows out the whole time. Do your quarter forward circle, square, and then do meter burn and then throw them in the air and then combo the whole
right.
See you later, guys.
Enough rambling. See you.